Hi, my name is Celine DeBlanco, and this is my daily morning mobility and stretching routine. Beginning with a deep inhale, on our exhale, we're going to roll down through the spine. So tucking your chin into your chest, bending your knees, and rolling down through your spine vertebrae by vertebrae. When your hands reach the floor, you're going to walk out into a plank position, holding that for a moment before coming to all fours. Getting into a comfortable position in all fours, we're going to go into some cat and cow. So we're going to arch and breathing in, tilting the chin up, and curl. So curving the back out and breathing out. So we're going to do this a few times. So arching, breathing in, and curving and breathing out. And again, arching, pulling that head through and up. And breathing out, curving the spine in. And one more time, arching, looking up. And curving and looking down, breathing out. And again, coming into that arched back position, we're going to do some wiggling back and forth. So just rocking the body side to side. And then arching, we're going to do the same thing. So just wiggling that thoracic back region to get some more mobility in there. It should feel really good. So continuing with our arch and curl movement, we're going to go into some barrel rolls. So circling your arch and curl around all the way to the right and getting into all of your backspace. We're going to do 2 circles to the right, and then we're going to do 2 circles to the left. Once we're done this, we're going to go back into child's pose. So you can spread your knees wide or keep them together, whatever is most comfortable for you. And reaching the hands forward, forehead to the ground, taking in a nice deep breath here. I usually take 2 deep breaths here. And breathing into your lower back space. Reaching through those fingertips and just enjoying this position. We're going to walk our hands over to the right corner and opening up that left side of your rib cage and breathing into that space. Taking another 2 deep breaths here. And then walking your hands through the center over to the other side. And again, reaching into that opposing rib cage, breathing into that space. So 2 deep breaths here. And walking your hands back to the center for one last reach. And slowly coming up to our hands and knees. So curving, rolling up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just kneeling here, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. I usually do 5, circling back. And 5 shoulder rolls going forward. Placing your left hand on the ground and reaching your right hand up, reaching or stretching into that side space. Taking a deep breath in here and an exhale, reaching that right hand straight up to the ceiling, and then letting your wrist rotate. I do 5 wrist rotations in one direction and 5 wrist rotations in the other direction. Breathing deeply this whole time. And then when you're done those, reaching that hand up and over so it circles in front of your body before going to the other side, with our right hand on the floor and our left hand reaching up. Again, taking a deep breath here before circling the wrist, breathing into that side space. Circling the wrist 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the opposite direction. And reaching that hand up and over, stretching over to the side and circling it in front of your body to bring you back up to an upright position. So now I'm dipping our head forward, stretching out the back of the neck, and then moving slowly, reaching our head and looking up, stretching the front of your throat, and taking a breath in and exhaling, rotating to the right. Coming back to center and turning to the left. And returning your head to center, leading our ear to shoulder over to the side, stretching the opposite side of your neck, and returning your head to center, taking a deep breath in, and ear to shoulder on the other side. And returning your head to center. So now we're going to come to our back. So laying with your back on the ground, arms by your sides and knees upright. Taking a deep breath here, letting your back relax into the floor. Trying to especially relax that lumbar region. Bringing your knees into your chest and sticking your feet up in the air and shaking them out. This really helps with your lymph flow in the morning. And bringing your knees into your chest, hugging your knees into your chest with your hands and doing a slow rock back and forth. We're going to do some ankle circles. So just rotating those ankles as much as you can. 5 times to the right and 5 times to the left. We're going to do another set of 5 going each way, and this time focusing on wiggling your toes as you do your ankle circles. So again, 5 times to the right and 5 times to the left, wiggling those toes the whole time. Taking a breath here, placing your feet onto the mat, crossing your right foot over your left knee. We're going to do thread the needle, so reaching through your legs, grabbing onto your shin, pulling that shin into your chest and coming into a figure 4 or thread the needle stretch. So this should be targeting your glutes. And you can do a couple of things here. I like to sometimes just wiggle back and forth. You can press your knee in to get a little bit more range into the stretch. I always like to remind myself here that this is a morning stretch, so just to be gentle. And coming out of that position, switching legs, so crossing your left ankle over your right foot, reaching through your legs to that shin and bringing it in. Rocking back and forth if you'd like. We're targeting our left glute with this one. And coming out of that stretch, both feet are back on the floor before bringing your legs in and coming into happy baby. So reaching for the soles of your feet with your hands. You can grab the inside of your feet and stretching those legs up, but you're bent at the knees. And once you're into that position, you're welcome to rock back and forth. It can feel like a nice little massage along the spine. Once you come to your feet, you can turn around and then finishing with a roll up to standing. And taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this routine gives you some more mobility and stability for your day.